What's going on, everybody? Crazy Dog back with another Browns live stream. So, the 2019 NFL Draft is officially in the books, and now it's camp season. Yep. You get a whole 2 months of mini camps, effectively. I mean, you got rookie mini camp coming up next week. Get a little break. Then you get the veterans coming in there for their mini camp. Then you get another tiny little break. Then they have I think another then you get the mandatory stuff as well. Then they have a summer break. And then it gets down to business. Training camp. My favorite time of the year before the season starts. I love training camp. I get to go down to the facility and just watch the guys prepare for the season. Get to see the rookies up close. I'm going to be keeping my eye out for Greedy and Mack Wilson and even Sheldrick Redwine. It's going to take a little bit to say that last name. I can already tell you I'm going to be saying Redwine a lot because I'll have this thing where I mix up my R's and W's. So, yeah, Sheldrick Redwine. Very awesome last name, though, by the way. He's definitely got a swag to him. I mean, I've seen videos of this dude on the sidelines with his boys at the U with a dry erase board, and after a turnover, of course, he has the turnover chain on, and he writes something on the turnover on the dry erase board, something. It's like a message or something like "Hi, Mama" or something like that. I'm like, oh my god, this dude's gonna have our freaking. Oh my god, this defense is gonna be doing all kinds of different funny things. It's gonna be hilarious. I cannot wait, bro. But anyways, let's go on through the draft here because there were some really, really good picks by the Browns, and then there was a few that had me kind of thinking, what the heck was that? I mean, you saw my reaction to the Sione Takitaki pick. Of course, I wanted Mack Wilson. And as you know, we eventually did get him. But there was a few other good players on the board at that time, and we went with Sione Takitaki. Now, don't get me wrong. This dude is what I would call a pit bull on the field. This dude is a hunter. This dude pretty much won the Wisconsin game by himself. He tore through a very good Wisconsin offensive line. And I could just picture him doing that with the defensive front that we have already. I mean, you could put Takitaki out there as a pass rusher, even possibly with Mack, Joe, and Kirko. Oh my God. Oh, dang, man. I mean, I'm still in awe that we got Mack freaking Wilson. He was a first or second round talent, and we got him late in the draft. I had to keep reminding myself, we got Mack Wilson. He's one of the highest rated prospects that was on the board. Every time I look on the big board on NFL.com, his name would be up at the top. And I'm like, how is this dude still on the board? Yeah, he just sat there. And then finally, John Dorsey pulled the trigger and brought him to Cleveland. And I have a feeling he's going to make the other 31 teams pay. Well, crazy dog. The Browns passed on him too. In fact, they passed on him multiple times. Well, you see, we picked him up, so he's going to be like, well, at least you got me. The other 31 didn't. So they're going to pay. And I can't wait. So anyways, let's go on through the other draft picks that the Browns made. Of course, we didn't have a first rounder thanks to the acquisition of Odell Beckham Jr. He's pretty good. Some people actually say that he was our first round pick. And yeah, I could see that. But So we had our first pick was the 49th overall in the second round. That was, I believe, the 17th pick in the actual round, 49th overall. And the Browns traded up to get their guy in Greedy Williams. And I'm like, that's a Doris move right there. And they actually said afterwards that they felt like he was going to get drafted, so they had to act now, and that's exactly what they did. They traded up a few spots. They got their guy, Greedy Williams, and now you put Greedy out wide with Denzel? Ooh, that's probably one of the best cover tandems I've ever seen. People comparing it to what the Browns had back in like the 80s. What was it? Minifield and Dixon, right? Frank Minifield, Hanford Dixon, the originators of the dog pound. You mean to tell me we got these two guys looking pretty dang good? No, unfortunately, we did not draft any Buckeyes, and we didn't actually sign any Buckeyes either. But, it's whatever. I mean, there were some pretty good ones out there. I'm surprised we didn't go after, like, some of them, but like Paris Campbell, for instance, but it's whatever. Kendall Sheffield would have been great, but I don't know. So again, with the third round pick, 17th pick in the round, 80th overall, there was again some guys on the board that I kind of liked, including Mack Wilson. Hakeem Butler was on the board at the time as well, and we selected Sione Takitaki, linebacker out of Brigham Young. Brigham Young. Yeah, that's how you say it. Again, it's kind of late watching hockey right now. My brain's all kind of woohoo. But yeah, man, I saw that pick, and I'm like, ooh. And then I watched him. When they showed the highlights, I'm like, okay, this guy's a dog. And then they showed his trouble past, and I'm like, wow. And then he even admitted it during the conference call that going into college, he was reckless. He was definitely a outlaw in college, going into college. And then it even got to the point where he even spent a year away from football, and he recollected himself, remade himself, got married, and now he's a monster. And I can't wait to see what this dude's got on the field. It's going to be fun. So moving on to our third pick of the draft, fourth round, 17th pick, 119th overall, the Browns finally go safety as they select Sheldrick Redwine, safety out of Miami, Florida. As I've mentioned before, this guy's got a bit of a swag to him. Always see him on the sidelines, with his dry erase board, writing messages on there, maybe shouting out fam or whatever. Maybe talking a little trash. Of course, whenever he gets an interception or causes a turnover, he has the turnover chain on. But I like that pick, and word is that he had a good connection with Alonzo Highsmith. So I'm pretty sure he was very high on our board, and we pulled the trigger and got him. And I like the pick. It's a good pick. He's very good. Then moving on to the fifth round. We actually originally had 3 picks, but we sent one of those picks to Indianapolis to trade up to get Greedy. So we only had 2 picks, and I'm perfectly fine with that. And with our first fifth rounder, 17th pick, 155th overall, the Browns finally got my guy, Mack Wilson, linebacker out of Alabama. You saw my reaction to this pick. I was elated. Perhaps I did overreact a little bit, but he was one of my favorite guys coming out of college. I mean, he was one of my favorites on the board. I mean, I'd always talk about him. I'm pretty sure in my on Twitter and stuff. Yeah, I freaking loved him, especially when I saw that he was still on the board going into like the 4th and 5th round. I'm thinking, man, are we gonna take this dude? Like when we got Sione Takitaki, I'm thinking, man, we can get Mac Wilson. And then we take Takitaki, we pass on him again to take Redwine, and then finally we pull the trigger and get him. And I'm like, it's about time. I feel like he was very close to getting drafted. And like I said before, he's going to make the other 31 teams pay for passing on him. And then with our second fifth-round pick, the 32nd overall, 32nd pick in the round, 170th overall via the Patriots, of course. This was the Josh Gordon pick. So, yeah, we essentially traded Josh Gordon for a kicker. Austin Seibert. Someone actually went in the comments and educated me on how to say his last name. Seibert. Doesn't really matter how you say his last name. He is still very good. I believe he made 88 extra points or field goals last year. It's like, oh my God. But then you realize, oh yeah, Baker was there and Seibert was there. I could see it with Kyler Murray and Baker. He'd be kicking a lot of field goals. Mm-hmm. And I really feel like he's going to give Greg Joseph a run for his money. In fact, I wouldn't be shocked at all. In fact, I actually expect him to beat out Greg Joseph. And that'd be cool. I can just picture it now, Baker Mayfield going down game-winning drive. We're tied with like maybe just over a minute left to go in the game. He's driving down the field, puts us in field goal range. He runs over to the sidelines. Here comes Seibert, And then I could just see Baker give him that glare like, man, you got this. Go win us this damn game. And then Seibert goes out there and hits it, hook, line, sinker right down the middle. Baker runs out there and gives him a big old hug. Oh, my God, that'd be lit. So after that pick, I'm like, okay, we got a kicker. Now what? 6th round, keep in mind these picks are more or less depth. I think the only starter we really have is maybe Mac Wilson, possibly Sheldrick Redwine. Sione, I don't know if he'll be a starter. He's probably going to be finding a home on special teams. Greedy, starter, without a doubt. Yeah, he's probably going to be a starter. Mm-hmm. Well, across from Denzel. But with our 6th round pick, 17th, 189th overall, 189th overall, the Browns selected Drew Forbes, guard out of Southeast Missouri. Now, I heard this pick, and I'm thinking, who the heck is this dude? Watched a little tape on him. I'm like, okay, this guy's good. Give him a shot. Why not? Can't hurt. He's good depth. I see he has a little bit of a mean streak in him. Making people look stupid. That's always good. He's over here like being a road grader and everything. Can't hurt, right? Can't help. No, it can't hurt. I like it. Not too bad. We'll see what happens. And then with our final pick of the draft, 7th round, 7th pick, 221 overall, the Browns address corner. So they pretty much end the draft the same way they started it, as they selected, with the Cody Kessler pick, Donnie Lewis, corner out of Tulane. And I watched a little tape on this guy, and he's pretty good. He's got some good stuff. I think he'll be a number 3 or 4 corner. He'll probably find a home on special teams. Same thing with probably Sione. But I think he could literally make a play for maybe a number 2 corner behind either Denzel, or number 3 or 4 behind Denzel or Greedy. You already have Money Mage. You have TJ Carey. He's probably going to be on special teams. So, man, you guys are probably wondering, what about the undrafted free agents? All right, let me see if I can find me something on the undrafteds, because I know this. I think someone actually had a page on them. There's quite a few undrafted free agents. One of note that I know well is former Pitt Panthers running back Darren Hall. Now, he went to Austintown Fitch High School, which is by Youngstown, and my high school actually played against him. So that's pretty cool. You know, my high school played against a player who's trying to make the Browns. Now, it's going to be hard for him to make the Browns because, I mean, if he has any chance, he's going to have to beat out Dontrell Hilliard. And that's possible. I mean, Dontrell isn't the greatest, but he's still decent. I think Darren Hall can legit beat him. So looking at all of the undrafteds, we have a quarterback, David, I think they say Blow from Purdue. Okay. Not really much to say there. I mean, stats, played 44 games in 4 seasons, completing 61% of his passes for 9,734 yards, 69 touchdowns. Nice. 43 interceptions, and a passing efficiency rating of 128.1. He also ran for 262 yards and 13 touchdowns on 264 attempts. That's not too bad. He's probably going to be a camp. Oh, he's definitely going to be a camp arm. Same thing with Garrett Gilbert, probably. Yeah, that's the guy who he's probably going to have to compete with to try and make the team. He could find a spot on the practice squad, maybe, if he's good enough. Next is, as I mentioned, Darren Hall, running back from Pitt. He played 45 games in 4 years in Pitt, rushing for 2,189 yards, 21 touchdowns on 381 carries. He also caught 38 receptions for 267 yards and a couple touchdowns. It literally says and a touchdown maybe. I don't know. Next is Jermaine Ponder, defensive back, St. Francis University. He played 34 games in 4 seasons, making 33 tackles, 1 tackle for loss, 2 picks, and 18 passes defended. I don't think he'll make the team. Awfully crowded room, unfortunately. Next is Wyatt Ray. In fact, let me check my latest mock, because if I'm not mistaken, I actually had us taking this dude in the 7th round. Yeah, I did actually. Wow. Yeah, that's exactly what I thought of him. 7th round, undrafted free agent. Played 38 games in 4 seasons for BC, making 114 tackles, 24 tackles for loss, 17 sacks, 1 forced fumble, 1 interception. Not too bad. Again, crowded room. Highly unlikely he'll make the team. Next is Jamie Gielan punter, Arkansas Pine Bluff. Fun fact, this guy's nickname is what? The Polish Hammer? Something like that? It's something Hammer. I know that. I see people on Twitter talking about it all the time, especially since we officially signed him. He averaged 41.2 yards per punt on 6 punts. Made 3 field goals. Not too bad. I mean, he's going up against Britton Colquitt. I highly doubt he'll make the team. Probably won't make the team. Next is Jarrell Owens, Oklahoma State defensive end. Played 3 games for the Cowboys, making 72 total tackles, 20.5 tackles for loss, 12.5 sacks, and 2 forced fumbles. I think he has a good chance to be a practice squad player. But as for actually making the team, I guess he's really going to have to ball out because, I mean, the pass rush room isn't as nasty as the cornerback room is, but, I mean, there's some pretty good pieces on that pass rush room, the defensive line. I think he's going to have to really show out to make it. Especially, he'd have to really try hard to beat out Chad Thomas. Because I think Chad Thomas may be like on the bubble. Because if he doesn't show up, bro, oh my God, bro. You take a guy, a 3rd rounder, and he doesn't show up in 2 years, oh yeah, he gone. That's my eyes. I don't know. He needs to ball out too this year. Next is Dorian Baker, Kentucky wide receiver. Played 33 games, making 102 receptions for 1,152 yards and 6 touchdowns. I don't really think this guy has really much of a chance to make the team. I mean, he could show out and maybe put some tape out there, and maybe another team will come knocking for a practice squad spot. Next is Chris Osei-Kusi, Queens, wide receiver. Played 34 games, making 126 receptions for 1,862 yards and 8 touchdowns. He had 14 kick returns for 330 yards and 12 punt returns for 207 yards and 1 touchdown. I guess the one thing about this dude that maybe gives him a chance is the possibility of him maybe being on special teams. But again, I don't really know much about this guy. I'm pretty sure there's not much tape of him on YouTube to really watch. But he has a good chance, I guess. They all have a good chance. Let's just see what he can do once he gets on the practice field. Next, we have Dedrick Young, Nebraska linebacker. Played 46 games for Nebraska, making 273 total tackles, 12.5 tackles for loss, 2 sacks, 1 forced fumble, 1 interception, and 13 passes defended. He has a chance. Our linebacking core isn't the strongest right now. He legit has a chance to maybe make some noise and maybe sneak in at a practice squad or like third string or something. I don't know. But I think he has a good chance. Next, we have Dougladson Suttle, or Doug Suttle, Arizona State defensive lineman. Played 8 games in 2 years for Arizona State and made 8 total tackles. Yeah, I don't know. Again, somewhat deep room. Not much of a – he's against it. He's really against it. But again, we'll see what he has. Next is Stephen Carlson, Princeton tight end. Played 28 games for Princeton, making 125 receptions for 1,632 yards and 16 touchdowns. Tight end. I really don't know. I don't think you'll have a good chance at making the team. He could surprise me, but again, I just don't really think he's going to have a good chance at making the team. Next is Spencer Thompson-Myers, kicker out of St. Norbert. Not really any stats on him, but he'll be going up against Seibert and Joseph, so he won't last long probably. And Brian Finian, what the heck is this name? Finian Ganafo out of Idaho State, offensive lineman. I don't really see much of a shot at this guy making it. And then finally, you got another guy from the U, Trayon Gray, running back. He rushed for 294 yards and 6 touchdowns on 60 attempts. Caught 6 receptions for 54 yards. Okay. I mean, we'll have to see, but again, going up against some pretty good running backs. The odds are against him, but we'll see what he's got. We'll see how long these guys last. Now, again, some of these guys could also be in on a tryout basis. In fact, let me go through the guys who are, I think, going to be in on a tryout as well. I found a thread on Twitter talking about guys who are coming in for tryouts. Let me see if I can find it here. And here's some other guys as well that I guess have also signed, according to someone I found on Twitter. I guess he's legit. We got Willie Harvey in for a rookie minicamp tryout, linebacker out of Iowa State. Minnesota defensive tackle Gary Moore coming in for a minicamp tryout. Bo Brooks out of Missouri S&T coming in. He's a safety for rookie minicamp. Okay, that's cool. Coming in for a tryout, we have Kansas tight end Maven Saunders. And then we signed Florida Tech linebacker JT Hassel, I guess. Again, I don't really know if I should trust this guy. I mean, this stuff doesn't seem legit, but this guy seems pretty trustworthy. So I guess we'll see what happens here. Signed wide receiver DJ Montgomery from Austin Peay. I know this is legit. He's coming in as a undrafted free agent. from Austin P. Nice. And they have invited linebacker Brian Bell from the University of Akron coming in for a minicamp tryout. And then they have long snapper Nick Reinhardt from Arizona coming in for a tryout. They have Amani Dennis coming out of Carthage College to try out safety. Okay. And then Aaron Wade out of Utah State, another safety coming in for a tryout. That's all I know. So let's read these comments real quick, and I'm going to get back to this hockey game. It's intense right now. Bobrovsky out here making hella saves. Let me redo that. Okay, what's going on, Nathaniel? Beartube. Niners draft a punter. I know in the 4th round. Joe Schobert, no, he's not losing his job. J.R. Smooth is scripted. What's going on? Guess the Browns signing. Okay, Deion Baker, Kentucky. Yeah, Duran Baker or something. Yep, I saw that. He was an outlaw in college. Did he master the no-look pass too? No. No. Greedy would be gone. I thought Greedy was going to be gone after like the 1st round, and he was still there. And I was actually waiting for him to be gone right before we took him, because that's usually what happens with us. We like somebody, and then boom, he's gone. It's like, oh, come on. And then I'm just like, please don't panic. If that happens, please don't panic. Good draft, but what about the Redskins? Oh, God, the Redskins had an amazing draft. God, you get Haskins, you get Bryce Love, you get one of Haskins' dudes in McLaurin. Oh, my God, too. And let's not forget, they still got Geist coming in, too. Muffin ACL. Great defensive player. We needed a kicker badly. Yes, severely badly. Yeah, very bad. Greedy was 17th before we got Odell. I wanted Ed Oliver at 17 before we got Odell. What's going on? Cowboy X Factor, Tonkin and Grubbin, Killer Shot, Russell, Das, what's up? You already know. Boss Kills, everybody. What else we got? Fantastic. Nice draft, Cleveland. Looking forward to playing y'all twice in 3 weeks this upcoming season. Oh, I know it should be fun, including a Thursday nighter at home. It's going to be lit. David Stills. Yep, I saw that. 10-game winner. I hope so. That'd be lit. Stepbrother graduated with Hallett Fitch. Oh, really? Nice. What's going on? Becky Chuck. Okay. Terry. Still can't believe we got Greedy. I know. I can't either. Mac Wilson's a beast. I know he is. He's an absolute monster, and I can't believe we got him. I kept waiting for him to go off the board before we came up, and I'm like, oh, my God, he's still on the board. Are we going to take him? And then you saw our reaction when we took him. I'm like, oh, my God, let's go. Let's go, man. Got a badass linebacker, man. I love it. Bo Brown's Seibert, kicker from Oklahoma. Yay. That's exactly what I said. Of course, I said Seibert, and someone in the comments freaking said, it's pronounced Seibert. It's like, who cares? Okay. God, at least I'm not saying something stupid like, Sibbert. Did you see the Pets traded up for a punter? No, I did not see that. Later, crazy. All right, Oren, see you later. We have interchangeable parts. Yep. Randall and Murray safety. The Red Wine Kid was the best vid you ever uploaded. It was? Really? Drew Forbes, starting guard. No, he's not going to be a starting guard. It's pronounced Seibert. 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 I know. I know it's like Sybert, but it's SEI or something. I don't know. Don't you just love it when you have the pronunciation police coming after you? I love it. I freaking love it, man. But he's good no matter what. Round Irish Rose Red Wine. Yep. Someone on Twitter actually joked saying that his jersey is going to be the most purchased jersey by mamas out there, because they love themselves some red wine. But it is on a channel. It's on NBC, the main channel, not NBCSN or CNBC or whatever. It's on the main NBC channel. For me, it's channel 3 here in Cleveland. Cleveland! But yeah, man, the next big event coming up is, of course, rookie minicamp, in a couple of weeks. We got something called The NBA draft lottery, which has a lot at stake for us Cavaliers fans because we might possibly be able to get Zion. Although I'm thinking RJ Barrett, which would be absolutely hella lit. Check out that Red Wine vid. People in the comments were saying it was a great vid. Huh. Yeah, it was fire. I'd have to. Cause I mean, I just, when those draft videos, man, I just, it just comes right from the brain, man. I don't like, of course, you can't rehearse because you don't know who you're taking. But like the way I do my draft reactions is to get the best reaction possible. So it's not like I know who we're taking. Is I literally put my phone away and I don't go on Twitter like the pick before. And then the moment that the next team is pretty much off the clock and we're on the clock officially, I turn on the camera and I go. They should have traded back and got DK. I mean, I wouldn't have minded DK. That would have been crazy, but now I like what we got. We got Jarvis. We got Odell. And don't forget, guys, we still got free agency. It's not like free agency just stopped. Free agency is still going on. We could always sign more free agents if we, a couple more, because that's what you're going to see now. Teams that didn't really address a position, they're going to go out and they're going to sign free agents. Like, I wouldn't be shocked if maybe we went out and signed a corner or maybe a linebacker or a pass rusher. I don't know. I don't really know who's out there right now. But it's going to be fun. And, yeah, I'm going to wrap this up, man. I'm going to get back to watching this Blue Jackets hockey game. Of course, we are tied at 2 in this one. It's very lit. Artemi Panarin has been a monster for us in this game. And, yeah. So, grade the draft. Okay. If I had to grade the Browns draft, I'm going to say it's a B+. Because by the way, we went pretty much all defense, which, I mean, I was okay with that. And, I loved the all defense thing because our defense, I mean, hey, I'd rather beef up the defense than waste picks on, depth, like offensive players. I mean, we got Mac, we got Sione, we got Red Wine. It's freaking lit. We got Greedy. Oh, my God. But, yeah, man, these next couple weeks are going to be crazy, bruh. I mean, it's going to be fun. But, yeah, I'm going to head on out of here and watch the rest of this Blue Jackets hockey game. I'll talk to you guys later. I don't know what my next video would be. Oh, yeah, I know. My next video will be the Indians tomorrow. Yeah. I don't know if I'm going to do the Indians because for all my Thrones fans out there, the Battle of Winterfell is tomorrow, and I'm kind of debating if I really want to stream the game. I might just take a series off and then just cool down a little bit with the streaming. I mean, after all, I did do like 7 videos over the last couple days. I might just take this series off against Houston, come back for the Miami series. I think that's what I'm going to do. How long did it take you to record the Red Wine? A couple minutes. That's all it took. A couple minutes. But well, let me check the Red Wine video here because I'll watch the video and it's totally something different. People were like, that's why it's so fire, because it's not even a Red Wine video. It's a freaking goofy video. Let me see here. Oh, okay. Yeah. I think I know what happened. I look on here, it's only 1 second. Oh my God. Oh well. I don't know what the heck happened. Oh well. I literally looked and it said 1 second. I didn't even. I was like, wait a minute, what? What the heck? Oh well. I know it was absolute fire. Let me see what I said in that video. Oh well. That was funny. Everyone's telling me it's fire. It's like, what did I do? I didn't do nothing. Let me see what happened. Ah. Oh, it's just me just. Okay. Wow. Wow. And of course, I probably deleted the actual video itself. Yeah, okay. Well then, that's funny. I love how like no one said, and I got 7 likes on it too. That's kind of funny. People are so funny. But and then a lot of people. I didn't even realize it was 1 second though. I thought it was. I was like, oh well. But yeah, I'm gonna end this now and try to figure out maybe I have the video somewhere. I don't know. I probably deleted it. Yeah, I looked at the comments. I didn't realize there was only 1 second. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna head on out and see y'all tomorrow. All right, I'm out.